What's up, guys? Today we are here with some FIFA 17 career mode, starting it off with Liverpool. Got the game EA access, 10 days early, 7 days early for 10 hours, so I spent a couple hours playing this. And last year I did do Bayern Munich, but this year I decided to do Liverpool just because they have a good team, but we're not expected to win the league right away. So we go into our first competition already, going to a friendly cup, whatever it is, and here are our objectives for the season. They want us to reach the semifinal of the Champions Cup within 2 years. For youth development, raise one player by 5 points. Shirt sales, $85 million. Qualify for the Champions League, and within 2 seasons, like I said, reach that semifinal. In the domestic cup, they want us to finish in a Champions Cup place and reach the final in the Emirates Cup, and win the Premier League within 2 seasons. So next season we're gonna have to win. So already going to our first game here against Sevilla, trying to get this here quick because this episode's about 11 minutes. Sevilla, 3-time Europa League winners in a row. We have a good team with Origi, Coutinho, and Mane leading the line. We didn't play our main starters just because we want to save them, because we do have game against Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid later on. Here at the Wall Stadium, Liverpool against Sevilla. Beautiful graphics in this game. Stadiums look nice. You can see the player faces right here look super nice. So the first chance of the game will come to us. Emre Can, playing in the central midfield position, passes it over to Origi. He's going to take the shot, but he doesn't hit it with enough force, and David Soria does manage to get the save. Here in the 25th minute, Roberto Firmino gets around a defender, takes a shot, but goes about 2 meters to the left of the post. Can't do anything with that. And once again, in the 37th minute, Nzonzi passes it over to Ben Yedder. Through on goal, but none of our defenders doing anything. For some reason, he passes it over to Vieto, and Vieto does hit a way over the crossbar. Could have been 1-0 right there. A couple minutes later, Origi has the ball, plays a nice ball over to Sadio Mane, finds Emre Can, gets into the back of the net. Looks like it was offsides, but it wasn't. We are up 1-0 right before halftime. Beautiful finish by him. Sadio Mane, probably from these 3 games that you guys will see, he makes some beautiful passes just like that. Pass over to Emre Can. Like I said, looked like he was offsides, but refs didn't call it, and that would be the end of the first half. So already playing pretty well against Sevilla, a very well Spanish side. You can see we have 5 shots with 3 on target. They have 3-1. Of course, they're going to dominate possession because computer always does. And here in the 49th minute, Mane passes it over to Origi, and he's also through on goal, but for some reason, he just cannot get enough finesse on that shot. Trying to pinpoint the bottom left corner, but can't get it. And we do end up making some substitutions. We make a lot. We put Grujic into center midfield, Leva for defensive mid, and Brannigan for center mid. Just trying to get some young players some game time, and they will make a difference later on. Right here, Samir Nasri has the ball. It does take a shot, but Karius does manage to get it away. And before the defender can get it, we do manage to get it out of the box. Here in the 73rd minute, Sadio Mane cuts inside the box, passes over to Coutinho, touches the ball once and hits the bottom left corner with a nice drilled shot. And he's probably going to be one of our best players of the season, our number 10. I don't know what position to play him in yet, either a cam or a left midfielder, because he is super fast, but he could also be very creative in the midfield. So we are up 2-0. Here in the 78th minute, Ben Yedder passes over to Remy. He came on like 2 minutes prior to that, and he does make it 2-1, so they are right back into this game. But another 2 minutes later, Grujic patches over to Brannigan, our 2 substitutes that came on. Brannigan, I don't know if that's his first goal for Liverpool, but for us it is, and he does make an instant impact after coming on. You guys can see, nice pass. I think that's Leva. I don't know, but Grujic, our right midfielder, passes it over to our left midfielder. Back of the net, we are up 3-1. And after that 3-1, we just managed to get a lot of shots off. Danny Ings right here. He is going to take the shot, bottom right corner. Just using that drilled shot, you just got to hold down B and then press B once again. Up 4-1, we do have some pacey strikers with Sturridge. Mane could probably play, and Danny Ings. And that does bring the conclusion to the game. We had 12 shots with 7 on target. We did let them have a few more with 8 shots with 5 on target. But our passing was very good, 92%. Right here, Barcelona do offer 20 million for Lovren. And usually I'd probably accept it, but we do need center backs right now, so I'm going to keep him. I'll just put up to 50 million so they won't buy him. And we do go into our second game in this group stage against Borussia Dortmund away. They do have a very good team. They do have some young players like Christian Pulisic, I believe, right there. And Marco Reus, of course, on the left wing. Playing at the Stade Municipal, we do have 3 points. Dortmund, I think they only have 1, or they might have 0 because they did play against Real Madrid. Anyways, we do get into this game, and Ojo right here in the 10th minute is going to pass it in over to Henderson, who finds Daniel Sturridge, takes the shot, but Bondman does make a nice save because we didn't get enough power on the ball. And from the resulting corner, we are going to cross it in. Alberto Moreno hits over to Matic. He does take the shot, but Lars Bender, or Sven Bender, does get a foot onto it, so it does go out of play. And there wasn't much in the first half. That is how it ended. We did have 7 shots with 4 on target, but they weren't really any good shots. They only had 1 on target. Right here, we give the ball away. Go hits over to Kogawa, and it does go about 1 meter to the left of the post. We could have been down 1-0 right here if he did hit it a little bit more to the right, of course. Right here, Nathaniel Klein does make a mistake. Kagawa does intercept it, pass over to Aubameyang, gets the ball into the bottom left corner. You're not going to stop those up with a very good striker such as Aubameyang. And in this game, we were watching his pace a lot, so I did try to keep the defenders back. I didn't try to slide tackle because once he gets around, you're not going to catch him. So Dortmund are up 1-0. We do make some changes right here. I don't know, we make a lot of midfield changes. Lallana comes in, and I think we brought in Milner as left back. I don't know. But right here, we do get a cross back over to Henderson, over into Wijnaldum, making his debut for the club, playing our right wing. And he does get a nice header, which is an area that I think we are going to score most of our goals this season because we do have a lot of tall players and we can get crosses into the box. And we do manage to tie the game up 1-1. I'm saying manage a lot. Henderson's going to cross it in, and we do get another header. Sacco does hit it over the bar in the 90th minute, and the game is going to end at a 1-1 draw. We did dominate this game with 12 shots, 6 on target. They only had 3 and 1. We do go through our squad report right here, and we're looking through all of our players, seeing who we need, seeing who we don't need. We send out a lot of the young players out on loan, and players such as Mignolet, we do transfer lists, and some of the older center backs. Because I'm transferring Mignolet, it's because usually goalkeepers don't tend to get hurt, so Karius will probably be in there for the rest of the season. Everton do offer 7.5 million. We want 11 million. I'll probably settle for 9.5 or something around that. Real Madrid come in for Coutinho, and there's no way I'm letting him go, especially for 39.5 million, so I do decline that. And another Brazilian of ours, Roberto Firmino, 23.5 million. Back to the Bundesliga, not going to happen. He is going to be a key player for our team. And in our third and last game of the group stage, we are playing against a very strong Real Madrid. Although they weren't fielding players such as Gareth Bale and other players in the midfield, they're probably still one of the strongest teams in the world. And we do change our formation. You guys can see we were playing a 4-5-1 just because we have so many midfielders. We want to try to get all of our star players in. And we did play all of our best players just because we are coming against a squad such as Real Madrid. Nice ball over here from Sturridge over to Firmino, but he does hit it over the crossbar in the 13th minute. Could have had a goal right there, but about 20 minutes later, Coutinho does find Sturridge. Sturridge gets onto his right foot very quickly and gets past the goalkeeper. I don't know who's playing. I don't think it's Kiko Casilla or Keylor Navas, but we do get tripped up. I thought it was a penalty in the 38th minute. We take the shot here with Coutinho, but it does go way over the crossbar. Haven't scored a free kick yet, hoping I can soon. Right here, Danilo, for some reason, all the way up the field, I can't tackle him because he's in the box and I don't want to give away a penalty, but Karius does have the nice save. And that is how the half would end. We make one substitution. What's his name coming in? Leiva coming in for Henderson in center defensive mid, just because that's a big area that he has to protect, and he was getting a bit tired. Right there, Lucas Silva did get a shot on his left foot but could not capitalize, and Mane right here hits the crossbar. Could have been up 2-0 against Real Madrid, but we can't. Benzema takes the ball onto his left, hits the crossbar, drops nicely over to Modric into the back of the net, and Real Madrid are right back into this. It is 1-1. Beautiful goal from him, or beautiful shot from the original shooter. But here in the 70th minute, Mane crosses it in. Firmino does get a nice header, but the keeper does save it. I think it said Yanez, I don't know. Mane here once again dribbles into the box, takes a shot, and 76th minute, we are up 2-1. Probably going to be our best player this year simply because of his pace. A few minutes later, Sturridge passes it over to Firmino, takes it onto his right foot, and we do seal the game 3-1 against Real Madrid. And we probably shouldn't be winning games this much against teams such as this, Sevilla and Real Madrid, but we did end up getting a lot of opportunities towards the end. Wijnaldum takes a shot, manages to miss, but that is how the game would end. 4-1. We do beat Real Madrid. I think it was 3-1 We had 12 shots, double than what Real Madrid had at 7 on target, so we clearly dominated. 86% pass accuracy, which was okay. Could have done a little bit better because they did have 90. Everton do come back with 8 million. I say 10. They'll probably come in with one last offer in the next episode. And you guys can see we changed it to world class just because I feel like we're doing a little bit too good against these opponents, even though we did draw against Dortmund. This player does go out on loan, and Bayern coming with 51 million for Coutinho, but still I'm going to reject. He could probably go for somewhere around 70, I believe, but I'm not going to risk it because he is one of our best players. And we do have 4 people right here that I do want to pursue. Virgil van Dijk, a nice center back. We need another center back. I think you need 3 or 4 really good ones. Eric Durm, left back. Vigal in center defensive mid, and Casemiro. And the last 3 players were players that I did play against in the preseason, and I just see them as realistic targets for our team. And a lot of them their morale is content, so I'm trying to get them low, especially the ones from Dortmund, the German pair, Vigal and Durm. And Casemiro I do have to inquire for. But hopefully you guys did like this episode. It's been a while since I've done a career mode, so I try to rush this, so the talking wasn't that great, but hopefully it could be better by episode 2. Hopefully you guys liked it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.